as to what we end up reacting to on this channel. Not me. Now apparently Gen Z, Asia's Gen Zs are angry, bro. They're tight, they're mad, they're hot under the collar. You know what I'm saying? Now, just like you, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for some insight. I'm looking for, like, you know, I'm looking to know why this is. You know what I'm saying? It's a cause for concern, especially, you know, I feel closer to the Gen Zs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a millennial myself, but you know, I can explain. Ask me later, right? I promise you I can explain that. But yeah, shout out though my people at CNA Insider. They're about to give us insights as to like why this is, right? Let's hop into it.
In the see, I don't finna lose my energy till I clock out. Nirvana. I don't need to, but I wanna. Swear to God, after I eat somebody dog.
Oh yeah. How are you, auntie? How are you, uncle? Saying, hope everybody nice, hope everybody straight. Myself, I'm cool, I'm chilling, I'm sweet. Swear to God, shit's sweet. You don't hear that too often, right? Like, yeah, man, shit's sweet. You know what I'm saying? And I like that shit. Shit's sweet and I like it. Now, by the way, that was just an example. Shit is not sweet. Like, I've had better days. Nah, actually, 2026, this might be counted as one of the best days, though. And you know, I only say that because everything went accordingly until just like last minute. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but I cannot be mad at the last minute aspect of it. Anyway, Asia's Gen Zs are angry. What do they want? Insightful episode. Let's get it. Let's go for it now.
Protests are sweeping across Asia.
Why?
And their leaders are coming from a new generation.
So me and my friend, like we were just chatting, should we do the protest or something?
Is it all part of the natural running of democracies?
And generation is so active because they are becoming to the age.
Or has democracy...
Yeah, they're growing up. They're becoming adults. They're growing ball sacks. They're growing, you know what I'm saying, pubics. They're growing, no, I'm kidding, they've been grew that. At this point, they've been grew that. They're growing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
failed to deliver.
In the eyes of the youths, they are being alienated from their own society.
Whoa. Yo, W intro, CNA Insider. Let's do it.
It's the 15th of September.
Really?
I've just arrived in Nepal with the Insight team.
Yep.
A few days ago, Kathmandu was on fire, literally and metaphorically, as youth-led protests ousted their government.
So this is political stuff?
There's an odd sense of calm as the military had re-established order. Children are returning to school for the first time in a week.
Oh my God, that's good news, right?
But the streets are still dotted with the signs of chaos here just a week ago.
Oh shit.
Here in Kathmandu, the military has returned to the barracks and the city is again in civilian control. There is a sense that people are trying to get back to their normal life.
Yep.
Now, we're of course in a more heavily guarded area. That's because right behind me, that's the Prime Minister's residence. So you could see the parts that was burned down during the protest.
Oh, they were it was burned down. I thought that was his normal living situation. I was like, what type of Prime Minister is this? Like, what's going on?
Which directly led the former Prime Minister to flee. The people who are guarding this compound, they are Nepalese police, but even the police, most of them are no longer carrying rifles. So they're just using shields and batons, in their case, really bamboo sticks.
Oh, bamboo sticks? How ratchet can you be? That's interesting.
Even as I'm here in Nepal, there are ongoing student-led protests in the Philippines. And just a couple of weeks ago, Jakarta was brought to a standstill by youth demonstrations. There's a sense that Asia's Gen Zs are angry, and I wonder if there are common threads in their dissent.
Okay, so wait, let me try and get this straight. I'm only trying to get this straight, right? So I don't know, for some reason, you know, there was civil unrest, and for the first time in a while, right, or whatever the case, they've gotten their, you know, country to get to a sort of civilized, you know, state of operating, right? And so now, but except for one thing, everything is civilized except for one thing: the Gen Zs. Yo, so you're telling me the Gen Zs got the whole rest of the Philippines nervous because of whatever reasons they, you know what I'm saying, they're experiencing some sort of unrest, right? Let's dive deeper and see what we're talking about, right?
Devastating.
In Nepal, Gen Z protesters targeted the symbols of power,
Why?
like the parliament building,
Why?
and others that seemed a little less obvious.
I've only actually just noticed out of the window that's the Hilton Hotel
Yo.
that got burned
This looks freshly burnt. It looks freshly burnt, freshly roasted, freshly fried.
down during the protest. What was that about?
Great question.
That was because of political and business nexus. So there is a rumor that the ex-prime minister's son had a stake
In the Hilton?
in the Hilton, and there was a rumor.
Okay.
We do not know.
In some places, they call it
So they burnt it down because of a rumor.
crony capitalism.
Capitalism, and some countries they also call it the kleptocracy.
Na Bahadur Thapa is an economist who worked at Nepal's central bank.
Right.
He witnessed the carnage in real time
Oh,
as
no.
the dramatic scenes of the destruction were broadcast throughout the world.
Oh. Bro, look at all that damage. You telling me that's all Gen Zs?
This should not have happened.
Right.
It is unfortunate that the tourism sector is hard hit.
Oh my
That
God.
is worries us. There could have been other ways of correcting the problem. This is not the way. This doesn't give the good message to the people at large, especially foreign investors.
Yeah. Of course. Of course it's gonna affect
The
all
protest started relatively peacefully, a rally against a social media ban. It then snowballed into large-scale demonstrations.
Social media ban. No. Okay, fuck this. This is about to be a slow process today because my screen is getting darker and darker. You know, if y'all didn't know, any of y'all catching this new, I have mentioned, by the way, that, you know, I display my PC, you know, through a projector. And now my projector is like blacking out. You know what I'm saying? It's blacking out. So like half of my screen is like literally blank. It's black. So, you know, I might, yeah, some things like the switching of scenes, right? Like here on my OBS, it's about to be really slow. Yeah, really kind of delayed. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yo, who the fuck dares get in between Gen Zs and their social media? Who the fuck dares poke the bear? Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all playing with fire, bro. Y'all playing with fire, dog. I'm actually wondering which social media. It must have been TikTok. Because TikTok has been going through a whole bunch of just like, you know, back. It's been having other countries go through their little back and forth as to, you know, things like who owns which rights in which region when it comes to TikTok. I'm guessing TikTok. Shit. Unless it was the whole social media, right? Fuck, like let's find out right quick, right?
Demonstrations against corruption. But when security forces opened fire on
happened?
protesters on the 8th of September, the mood turned violent.
Of course. Tell me about it.
As we arrive in Kathmandu, the death toll is still being tallied. The latest figure stands at 72, including scores of protesters shot and killed by security forces. For a week now, families would gather outside Kathmandu's main hospital, waiting for their bodies to be returned. 22-year-old Rasik Kariwada had just finished university when he joined the anti-government protests last week. His death was captured on live stream.
IRL?
2 bullets. One is the chest, one is the spinal. It's the 2 bullets. Mother said, don't go, baby, don't go to protest. And
oh my god. Okay, so they were even warned not to go to the protest. They were even warned not to fucking be seen at the goddamn protest, bro. What are you doing? Okay, look, God bless the dead or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the person that was like killed or whatever, but okay, let me just admit it. At this point, it's nothing but just a script, right? God bless the dead. Yo, R.I.P. You know what I'm saying? I had nothing to know, you know, I have nothing to do, you know, nothing to know about this person, whatever, but there's one thing where it's like when, you know, you've been warned of something or you've been alert or certain concerns about something that you're trying to get involved in have been raised to you, right? And then you still go ahead and override that, you know what I'm saying? And just choose to ignore those concerns, choose to ignore those kind of negative possibilities of outcomes that you might like encounter. It's a certain point, you know, where it's like, yeah, just based off of that, there's a certain level of not feeling sorry for you, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. But then again, you know what I'm saying? Again, let me repeat my script. God bless the dead. We're not trying to disrespect anybody lost their lives, you know what I'm saying? This kind of reminds me of that whole ICE incident in, is it Minnesota? In the US, you know what I'm saying? Where this lady literally lost her life because she was resisting, you know, law enforcement instruction. You know what I'm saying? To just like, yeah, do whatever. Like, get out the car, stop what you're doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me see your hands. I don't know, something. But she resisted all of that, and what happened is that, you know, in an attempt to try and be a superhero, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? The one person that's gonna go against the grain and really go against the law, you feel me? She, you know, used deadly force, as it is put, right? She used deadly force and she rammed her car towards a police officer. You know what I'm saying? Who then let shots out, and it shot the lady, killed the lady. You feel me? So, you know, it's just like situations like that where you're like, yo, imagine you actually just like listened, you know what I'm saying, to the voice of reason. Like, just imagine it. Okay, you're not here anymore, so you literally cannot imagine it. But I'm just saying, like, for the people who are left behind, who may be wondering, oh gosh, our brother or our son or our whatever, our sister or whatever, right? If you're a woman, right, female. Oh, only if they had listened to us. Right? Only if they had listened to us. Absolutely, the situation would have been mad different. See what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, I don't know. I just had to point that out. Sorry if it comes off as insensitive, but yeah.
he's telling to mother, no mom, all people are going. Just I'm going, just looking and then come back. But he's never coming back.
He's never come back, no.
Suddenly, the silence breaks.
Ow. Oh shit. Oh.
As families are called in one by one to identify the bodies.
Oh no.
The coffins, draped in the national flag of Nepal, are loaded onto trucks for a march around the city.
Yo. How many of these Gen Zs lost their lives?
The interim government has agreed to give the victims state honors with a vow to carry out their wishes for